Hi everyone, Happy New Year. Ann Cornick from Paint and Porcelain Exchange. I do want to get you ready for what will be the prep for our next piece. Now we're going to be working on what I call a winter bird. And this is what it's going to look like. And the background you can see here has all these splotches. I really like that about this plate. And what I want to do is show you how to do that. Now, if you don't have a luster, don't panic. If you're watching this and you're going, why is she always using luster? I just happen to like the way this looks. I think it kind of has that snowy look to it all by itself. But if you don't have luster, don't panic. Find like a light gray or maybe a light Copenhagen gray or just a Copenhagen gray and paint it on very, very lightly. And the reason I say that is the branches on this are Copenhagen gray. So that should be pretty easy for you to paint on and still have them show up. And we're going to do a lot of pen work. Didn't want to show you too much of it. And then we're also going to do the snow. Now the snow on the branches needs to be more white. That's why I say if you paint it on very lightly, then after you fire it, so paint it on and fire it. If you're doing the Copenhagen grays or any of that in the background and you're not using the lusters, then you might want to try that technique that we talked about where you use the little, like the snow on the last snow scene we did, where we use these little, what are they? These little micro applicators. They're called Plastcare USA disposable micro applicator. I got these on Amazon. Or you can use, I would think maybe a toothpick would work, a pointed Q-tip may work, and you dip it in alcohol and then just dip it, touch your plate and it spreads out. And if you need to see how that's done, to my YouTube channel, because I have them all in order there. That's the YouTube link. Okay, so we're going to get the prep done now. We're going to do the background like I did on here. And here, let me get it closer. See down here? These are two colors. We're going to use mother of pearl. And if you have a gray blue luster or a gray luster, or I'm using, this is Nancy Bergman's light blue pearl. That's what it fires like. That's what I'm going to use on this. So the way you set up, let me put you down so you can see how I'm set up. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the mother of pearl. I have two brushes. I have my mother of pearl brush, which I only use for mother of pearl. And then I have my all brush, which I use for everything else. Now these are fairly soft right now. Oh, the mother of pearl isn't. Let me dip it in a little essence. If you dip it in luster essence, and I will do that real quick here, and just let it set for a minute, it should soften up. Now, you have to be careful though, because luster essence will dilute the luster. And so, and the way I have this set up is I have my, let me show you, I have my paper bag, followed by my tissue. And the tissue that I have here has a dull side and a shiny side. You need the shiny side up. Oops, got the wrong side up. Okay. You're going to fold it in half, and you want the shiny side up, and you want the fold facing you. That's what I'm doing. This is the way Nancy taught us, so this is the way that I'm doing it. If any of you get a chance, please take Nancy's class because she can explain, you know, the ins and outs of why we do all the things that we do. Okay, now I'm just going to wipe off my mother of pearl brush that I dipped in luster essence to soften it so that I get as much of that out as possible. And then I have here my mother of pearl. Alrighty, and I'm going to open it. Now, with the mother of pearl, for this application, you want it to be snowy looking. You want it to reflect a lot. And so what I found works the best for me when I want that is to apply it in a crosshatch method. like this. It's a little gummy. Let me add a little bit of luster essence. To the mother of pearl. And I will mix it up. It should be almost like water. Okay, let's see if this is any better. And I'm just gonna apply it. And then you hold it upright so that the colors, and you can rotate it so that the colors melt together. Now, if it's applied too thickly, it will chip off when it's fired. And in this case, I frankly don't care because it's a background color. I'm not looking for it to do anything spectacular. So I'm just dipping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm letting it drip. If it drips, great. If it doesn't drip, that's great too. Okay, I'm going to cover up my mother of pearl. I'm done with that now. And then I'm going to, there are some places where it's too thick. You can see on this side especially, it's too thick. And I'm just sort of dabbing it to try to, I suppose you could pounce this too, because this is for a background. Now I'm opening the blue. This is very liquidy. See how liquidy that is? That's more the way you want it. And I'm going to take my brush. This is the all brush. This is not the mother of pearl brush. I'm done with the mother of pearl brush now. And I'm going to just hold this upright like this because I want this to run, and it's going to run. I'm just putting it here and there. See it running? This is the blue pearl. It comes out more like a gray over mother of pearl. And I'm just tilting it, trying to get it to run. Okay, I'm done with that. And I'm just going to keep moving it so that it runs and the colors get everywhere. Now, I am using mother of pearl. Mother of pearl is white. So don't worry if you don't get all the sections of this covered with mother of pearl. That's fine. It doesn't have to all be covered. Now, I will take and let this dry. It's going to be thick in spots, as you can see, because that mother of pearl was a little thick. So, you know, you can decide if you think you need to pounce, you can. If you pounce, you make a pouncer the way that we made it earlier. So I have my inside I have like, I guess these are like cotton balls, or in this case it might be wool. I might have wool on it. Just gonna set that there for a minute. And I have sports wrap. This is what sports wrap looks like. I'm going to cut it on my lap so I don't get it in everything I'm doing because it's kind of messy. And you're going to make 2 layers. And you're going to take the first layer and the second layer. And you're going to put them together and put them around your ball like this. Drag it up, pull it up, make a nice ball. Twist the ball and then put a small rubber band around it. I always have these small rubber bands lying around. I use them when I'm doing all kinds of things. And then you can just dab. And I'm just dabbing. You can see on here, I have some of these. It almost looks like lines around everything. And I'm just dabbing those off so that it's not too thick when I go to fire it. My mother of pearl was too thick. I should have taken more time and checked it out, but I wanted to make sure that you knew what I was doing here. And I'm just pouncing very lightly. I'm not pouncing heavily. I'm just pouncing very light. I'm holding it way back and just pouncing very lightly. Now, I probably have some luster on the back because got some luster on my hands while I was doing this. And so what I will do is before I put it in the kiln, I will take my time and remove the luster that's on the back. And I can do that with Awesome. I can do that with Terpenoid Natural. That's how we're prepping to do the winter bird. So this is what I have now, and if you want to do this, that's fine if you have the time. If not, like I said, I put mother of pearl on first, and then I took and I put blue pearl. I have Nancy Bergman's blue pearl, this color, over the top of it. And it should come out, once I fire it, looking very much like this. This is the one I did earlier. Pick up those brushes, keep painting. See you next time. Bye-bye.